And we're live. Hello, loves. Welcome to the Sacred Ravens Tarot Vision. Get stuff set up here. I'm soul work intuitive, transformational life coach, life purpose, and lifestyle strategist, and emotional intelligence and wellness specialist. Welcome, my loves. It's been a few days, and I really missed you. So, welcome. As you come in, please, by all means, click the like so that YouTube can register it and others can find us. We're going to do our energy reads for the next few days as we go into the weekend. That is right. And catch up with one another. Because I think it's time to talk about love and prosperity, what it means. And let's take a look at what Spirit has to tell us about our own prosperity. Okay? It's different for everyone. If you ask 10 people, they would each say something different. They would not give you the same answer. Why is that? Because we all have different wants and needs. We all have different dreams, right? And we all have and utilize our own set of gifts. We each are born with a set of spiritual gifts. They may not seem that way to you. It may seem everyday, average. You may not even notice them because you're born with them. You take it for granted. Other people do. There are many who are very appreciative of your beauty and the things you possess, which are very special. And the combination of them makes it even more special. The combination of them backed up with the experience that you have. There is nothing like it on planet Earth, nor will there ever be, nor was there ever in the first place. So what does that say about you? Yes, my love. It says that you're very special, very, very precious. Unlike what much of science might say to you, okay, you aren't just an accidental speck of dust spinning around on a blue ball in the middle of nowhere. We have purpose. You're born for a purpose. You have your place in the grand scheme, in the grand orchestra. You have a song written inside of you. And it's a combination of everything you're made of. Everything. And the song can change. Yes. You might ask, how is that so? How is that so? Well, it's the structure of your DNA, the story of you, your code, your book of life. Mm-hmm. The tree of wisdom. Yes. As you change, as you grow, as you develop, as you transform, your frequency changes. Mm-hmm. That's right. You're no longer who you were yesterday. You're somebody new. An entirely new born universe. And especially, they'll admit, and they say every 7 years, you're an entirely new system. Down at a molecular, cellular level. Think about that. And think about those 7 years. What did it incorporate? What did you mix in that 7 years? It's extremely important that we look at that. And we'll dive deeper into that one of these days. We do have our outlook, our update to do. But it's very important because that we talk about this, because we're in a time right now where 22 million people have filed for unemployment. 22 million. It's breaking records. Okay. So we're at a time where people are searching for serious help, serious meaning. People are overwhelmed. And on top of that, they're overworked and they're tired. They're emotionally, spiritually tired and worn out. The domestic violence has gone up in many households, and that's due to the pressures that everyone is facing, unfortunately. It's very, very hard, very sad, and it's not easy. Miss Elisa, I love you. 7 came up for you? Yes. It's been a crazy few days, a powerful few days. In fact, I'm willing to bet that if you have not experienced it yet, the Tower moments came. I was expecting Tower moments for each of us. And if you have not got it yet, it's coming. This weekend, you're going to get hit with a major one. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Queen Bean. My beauties. Sanchita. Mwah, mwah. Hello. I was just talking about what's going on, right? What prosperity is to us, what it means to each individual, and how it varies, right? 22 million people filed for unemployment. And a lot of people are waiting on the money from the IRS, right? And some people haven't gotten it. There's glitches and all kinds of issues. But what can we expect? It's the government. They are not efficient. They are never, ever, ever efficient, and they're always late. But you can bet your bottom dollar if you owe them 5 cents, they're going to be after you forever to get that 5 cents. But if they owe you, oh, shoot, well, then you have to wait. You'll have to wait on that. Could be the next tax return. And I know that because it's happened to me. Yes, the Tower moments. We're having Tower moments. If you have not had it, it's coming. And remember, I was saying for days leading up to it, we're going to experience Tower moments. Amy, hi, baby. Welcome. Why are we having them? We're going through extreme changes right now, everybody. Life is changing. Some of these Tower moments, it's like in a twinkling of an eye because of an epiphany, fast oncoming messages, or because of a meetup, a chance meeting with someone, or phone call, or an actual event that changes things. And it's for the better. The Tower moment that is coming, it is for the better. Yes. Oh my God. There is a test. There is going to be a test of strength. I realized what happened with me after the fact. And I think what happened after I realized it, I was disappointed in myself. Because I think I passed the Tower moment test, the emotional test, by 75%. I still have work to do on my end, I must admit. But the work never ends, does it? It doesn't for me anyway. It never ends. I'm always reaching higher and higher and higher. And I have to. As a coach, as a leader, I have to. It's my job. It becomes second nature. It's what I love to do. She says, I don't know if you remember my boy Noah, but he's gotten recently sick. I hope he's doing okay. I've been dealing with a cough myself, sadly, but I'm all right. You'll be fine. You will. Don't let all the negativity from the media get to you, especially a lot of you who are more sensitive, who tend to think a lot and feel a lot that's around you, like sponges. You just soak it up, all the information, intuitively and intellectually. Watch what comes through those screens. You know, they do a lot of that because it's addicting. They know that psychologically it's addicting. They get viewers. This is all about viewership. It's all about clicks, money making, and it's very easy to control populations when they're freaking out, when they're stressed. Stay focused. Stay focused in mind, heart, and soul. You'll be good. Stay mindful. This is your moment. This is a gift from Spirit. You're supposed to be utilizing this time positively for your life because positive things are coming. Beautiful things. Things that will put you in a state of relief and content. I'm telling you. Been seeing it for a while. And yes, it is emotional. I've had emotional moments. Yes, the news, believe me, viewers, they need the views. Target advertising, target marketing. Yes, you do reach a point of impatience. Yes, I was there. I was there. I was ready to throw in the towel on something. It got that bad. And the minute I surrendered to that, things never go the way you assume them to be. So never assume. If you're doing all the right things as a good person, as a noble person, believe me, the blessings come. But we're so impatient. We want it now. And there's a reason why sometimes things stretch on a little bit longer. Sometimes it's us and we don't realize it subconsciously. It's our own holding back, almost like a fear of the success or the fear of it, the reality of it. We're almost addicted to the fantasy of the thing rather than the reality of it. So we hold on and it does slow things down, right? Yeah, self-sabotage. The uncertainty gets in and it's that last minute fear, the jitters. Amy says, currently Noah's been lacking in communication just a bit, but I feel I shouldn't worry because I feel he's been busy with life, school, and work. Yes. I just hope he gets whatever is going on right now. Right. Blessings are coming, of course. It's, yeah, at that 11th hour. It's at the 11th hour luck closeness. Make sure you guys hit the like button for the video so that YouTube can register us on the recommendation list and for lives, and people can find us. So be sure to hit that like button. Thank you. It's 3 a.m. over there. Wow. Yeah, it's 12:50 here in Seattle. Sager, hi, baby. Mwah. Welcome back. Yes, please, guys, don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. We can get YouTube to register the video in the recommendation section. It makes it so much easier for people to find us too. You're in the Midwest? Yeah. The Northwest, yeah. The weather has been hectic. Yeah. It's been okay in Seattle. It's been sunny, very pretty. We've had a few pretty days. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are getting, if you can hear me okay. Be sure to hit the like button. So far, so good. We're actually getting people to find us. So like it. You can hear me? Okay, perfect. I thought so. It's not buffering yet. Yeah, I've noticed. I'm glad. Just make sure there's 6 people in here. We should have 6 likes. I know there's people that are coming in and then they leave. It goes down. A little secret gem. Thank you, sweetie. Well, there's one thing I know for sure. One thing I know for a fact. And I can say it with confidence. I can really say this with confidence that this work, this stuff that I do, I am very good at it. It's always been natural to me. And it's not even the educational part. I think the educational part is nice and everything. It's more about the experiences and the life I've lived. Sweetheart, tonight there is no list as of yet. I'm waiting to see because once I make a list at late hour, if I do that, then I would have to do at least 10 people plus my collective, and I would end up in here for 4, 5, 6 hours. And that's quite a long session. It really wipes me out. It really does. So I'm changing things up. It'll most likely because I'm getting more and more busy and it's harder to keep up. And I had said this in the beginning, as I get more busy, it's going to be harder and harder and harder. It is, isn't it? Right. And Amy's correct. And yes, the collective readings are for us. It matches all of us and our energy. It's, to me, they're stronger than like a general. If you were to just get a general reading for your son, it's very personal, I think. Don't forget to like button if you guys haven't already. Raised up so others can find us. I'm a huge analyzer, thinker. Yes. No, I get it. I get it. And you have to do something with all of that. Because you gain so much knowledge after a time. So much knowledge comes in through your life, through the books you read, the things you research, the documentaries you watch, and your own personal spiritual journey. You gain so much emotional knowledge, intelligence, and spiritual knowledge and intelligence. And the best way the best way to channel all of that stuff is by utilizing it in some way as your purpose in life. Because it's naturally you. It's who you are. So it should be your purpose. How you channel it, how you use it is up to you. But we're given the gift and we're naturally born this way for a reason. For a reason. And this is right at the beginning, I put hashtag spiritual gifts because I really wanted to touch on that really hardcore. Yeah, the meek inherit the earth. The homeless community right here on Third Avenue, it's thriving. They're all over it. The garbage is everywhere in Seattle. It's all up and down Third Avenue. I just came across a woman 2 days ago who was overdosing, laying in garbage. It was awful. I ran to get help. She had people standing around her who didn't even know what to do. It was very, very sad. Yes, Elisa, it's like connecting the dots. It's a puzzle. It really is a puzzle. Yes, please, as you come in, hit the like so that others can find us as well. The prophecies, yeah. I learned about unconditional love and learning to let go and free myself. Yes. Yes, a lot of us did. I really did, big time. I was already on it, but it got really hardcore at wintertime. It really did. And it was for a lot of things. But uh, talk about Dark Night of the Soul. Wow. Yeah, our spiritual gifts. 22 million people are unemployed. They filed for unemployment. So many people lost their businesses and they aren't coming back. And of course, the government is terrible at doing anything on time. Anything. Have you ever, you know how it is when you go get your ID, you see how it is? It's terrible. Right. It is hard. I know. Um, Controlling things, perfectionism is a huge, huge uh, lesson of mine. And it was always a problem in my life because it was embedded in me from small. My mom was on me for everything. So I got kind of neurotic. So perfectionistic tendencies, overthinking, huge. Social anxiety issues, huge. I was very, very shy to a debilitating point up until, I don't know, 17. And I slowly started to come out. You too? Yeah. And it's because, we're so hard on ourselves. We expect a level, and we are very, very hard on ourselves. That voice needs to be reprogrammed. Mm. Yeah. My mother too. It was very hard being oldest of 8 kids. It's expected as oldest that you have to take on responsibility. And I did up until I was 30. I raised all my little brothers. My mom got sick around 40 something years old. I had already left the house, and I had to take care of her for off and on for many years, all my little brothers, and my own son, and then my father in law for 11 years on top of it. Working, doing all of it, and never any time for anything, not my own dreams, not anything. And yes, us as empathic individuals, more soulful people, we do it. We expect a level of excellence within ourselves that is just not reasonable. It's not reasonable, and we're setting ourselves up for failure. You raise your little brother. Yep. That's what my little brother James. He lives in Capitol Hill. He's a gay man in his 20s. God, I can't believe he's in his 20s. And on Mother's Day, he's the one that gave me this microphone for Mother's Day. And he thanked me and said that I was like his mother, and that he was sorry I never told him that he never told me that, and how much it meant to them. And that was very, very special. You're your sister's rock? Yes. Chris and I were the rock of the family. He has a big family too. We're both from sheltered families. He's a country boy though. And everybody came to our home. Everyone lived in our house. It was a revolving door. We took care of everyone. It was always, we were very hospitable. We always cooked dinner and made people feel warm and welcomed and care of. Nobody ever did a thing. It did get to a point where they were just taking advantage of us, right? And it was hard. We felt responsible. And then both our mothers, we both have brothers with the name Jeffrey, that our moms both seem extra like crazy about. And they're both Jeffreys are narcissistic. Both Jeffreys are immature. Both Jeffreys expect a lot and demand a lot. Yeah, what's up, people? Not even, I think we said it like 4 times. Make sure you hit that like. Get, there we go. There we go. Let's get YouTube to bring some more people in here. Hopefully, we're not shadow banned. They've already shadow banned me once. That was just recently. They're putting all my videos to private and messing with my numbers. Narani, hi, how are you? Narayani. Is that how you say your name? Narayani? So, yeah. Prosperity, purpose, and prosperity, and meaning. Meaning through purpose and prosperity, and love. This is the lessons we're learning right now. To integrate ourselves. Harmony. Yay, more people. Make sure you hit that like button, everyone. Something's going with the numbers. YouTube better not be messing with this live stream. I tell you. I can't trust them. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them, man. Our moment. Big things are happening. Big things are coming. We're beginning to, a lot of us are beginning to see a lot of things a lot more clearly than we have in years. I mean, years. The truth of many situations is very much coming out. Clarities, breakthroughs, hidden agendas. It's all coming out. Remember, I said that this 444 portal, right? Between April 4th and April 22nd on the second 444 portal. This one's stronger though, doubly. And it's on a new moon. Okay? It's on the Taurus new moon, which sets the tone for the new beginning. This is it. We are at this is the final days of the massive cycle that we were just in. Your cycle could have been the last 2 years, last 5 years, even 10, 20, possibly even up to 35 years for some of you. Now, there is a prophecy. In September 2017, there was the constellation in Virgo. It talked about the Virgin and her baby being snatched up by the dragon. Now, this star system, which normally had, I guess, 9 stars, had 12. They still can't figure out why it had 12. It was the first ever for 12 stars, right? And they said that they disappeared into the draconian star system, something like that. It was in 2017 of September. Yes. Yeah, you see the numbers? And I wouldn't be surprised. It's because we were talking about the crown viral. I have to change the words up. Crown viral. That's why. Last time I did it, started shadow banning me and messing with my numbers. We had like 12, like 10 people, 12 people, and it was showing like that there was 2, 3. And then they were putting my videos on private. When I put it to public, and it was a week later, I'm like, how come there's no views? And I looked, and sure enough, they set it to private. The bastards. Yeah, we can't talk about it. And you know why? Because it's about controlling the narrative. This is why they're going nuts on the news. And they don't want us talking. And after this, they want us to not even shake hands. They want us to be paranoid of one another, separated. This is nowhere near what they're saying. Yes, it exists, but it's nothing. Why do you think they don't show you side-by-side comparisons of the flu and the corona together? Of who's dying of what? And the numbers. There's a very good reason why. And Event 201, how they openly discussed it. openly discussed in September, in October, this virus and how the message was going to be controlled and what influencers they were going to use to push their messaging, and who and how they were going to get rid of opponents, meaning people who question, people have alternative views, people who have information that doesn't reflect the official story. So, what we're supposed to do, in the States at least, it's patriotic to question your government. You're supposed to. It's your job to keep them working with integrity because we pay them. They don't get any money. It comes from us, from our taxes. And look what they do with it. And now they're trying to set up a little control system. It's exactly what it is. And it makes me nervous when I go to the store and there's big plastic whatever windows, plexiglass in front of me and in between me and the person. Give me a break. Give me a break. That's true. But it was already discussed and planned a long time ago. Even Bill Gates himself said it was coming, and he knew it was. Why? He's got investments out the yin yang in every kind of vaccine out there with nanotech. And they want you to take his vaccine. You should see who's under his payroll. Not at Microsoft because he stepped down, but at the others. And that's why they're acting like this on places like YouTube, shadow banning, taking people down, messing with people's businesses. Joshua says, if I deny my wife, I would end up dying anyway. Happy wife, happy life. You ever heard that one? Happy wife, happy life. Yeah. Joshua. He's so funny. Mm. So, yeah, a lot of Tower moments are coming. Especially in all you guys who've been in serious long-term partnerships, whether it's a business partnership or marriage partnership. Tower moments. Oh, you did? You went to your doctor? Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine, I was on a standby, and you have to sit around and wait. So if you miss 2 appointments in a row, they make you come in on standby, and you have to wait for the first appointment that doesn't show up so that you can get in and see. And then my regular doctor wasn't there, so I have to go all the way back and do the same thing. Did you say it? It literally destroyed you on the first night. Why is that? What do you mean it literally destroyed you? The antibiotic did? You were in pain. Oh, tummy aches. Stress, honey. I get them. I get it. You might have Crohn's. I have Crohn's disease, and stress worsens it on what you eat. Okay, yeah, that's true. Especially if you didn't have something to eat with medications, it can be very harsh on your system. Very harsh. That's a good thing. If she's all hot and bothered for you, you want that. You want that. That's good, Joshua. I don't know how long you guys been together. No, there isn't, honey. No, Ronnie. I there's it's not going to be as often as they used to. And I was saying that from the beginning because yeah, I am. I will be. And it's simply for those of us that are in here. But I was opening with, like I often do, I open with the topic of discussion for the day, which was prosperity and what it means to you. Because right now we have 22 million people filed for unemployment, right? And my question to all of you are, if you lose your job because of any of this, if you lose your business because of all of this, what and how are you going to approach the situation? Are you just going to wait and see if you get your check on time? Because not even that is being done right. You know how they are. Like, to go get your ID, it's a mess. The DSHS, for instance, is never organized. They're very disorganized. They're always working off of very archaic systems, and they're very, very slow. But should you owe them, oh, they won't take 5 minutes to grab your money. That you can be sure of. They'll take your money back in a second. Right, to try to find work. But the best thing you can do, because what work will that be? Because all businesses are closed. And even if some of them open again, it won't be many. And they won't pay very high. Right? So the best, what everyone should really do is take advantage of the fact that they're very skilled. I'm sure you probably have at least between 3 and 7 very good skills. Natural soft skills and learned hard skills. They can be applied in some way. Start a virtual assistant company. Right? Work as a virtual assistant for newbie entrepreneurs. That's a great, if you do office work in any form, perfect for you. You work at home as a virtual assistant, you can start out and work for a company, or you can, as like a single person, as a contractor, or you can create your own business and do it on your own and put your ads out there, like on places like Fiverr, advertise your services. If you know a skill that you can teach that you know will be valuable, there you go. There's another thing. Do you know how many things there are people who are willing to pay for coaching in all areas, all areas. People who are desiring to learn how to lead, how to manage, how to train others, right? There are people looking to how to build their confidence, how to network, how to be likable, how to have personal magnetism, things like that. There are so many areas. There are people that just simply want things that are fun. You can make money by commenting on music, doing reaction and review videos. You can make money by working and selling things, all things pet related. Share your stories of your animals every day. Do a daily picture with maybe like you could put in some dialogue for the pets. And as an affiliate, you could have a shop, maybe sell some pet products and things that you believe in, or beauty things, right? Maybe hair care products. But there is a lot of ways that you can start something for yourself, at least at the beginning, making it an honest side hustle. Some of you may want to go into the spiritual businesses yourselves, the creative arts, the healing arts. Maybe some of you are podcasters, know something about a particular subject, or want to discuss a particular subject or topic, or even more so, maybe you want to have conversations with really great people about certain topics and make that available. And just the listens will get you the views, get you paid. So there are many, many areas I'd like you guys to consider for doing online work, especially if you want to go even further than that and find something that connects to you, like a purpose, a life's purpose, to get your feet wet that opens the door. Start a little community, start a networking community. Something to think about. Danger Zone, your beautiness is pure. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you much. I did that. Eat your heart out. They were hiring essential workers for retail here. Oh, really? Some people have shown their ego even more. Blue Kitten 5 says. Really? Oh my God. People do regret hiding their feelings from others. Yes. And really regret being cold toward others. That has happened a lot in relationships right now. It's been the theme. But the truth is being revealed. People are finding out. Hallelujah. People are finding out. So-and-so wasn't telling the truth about their feelings. It's kind of hiding them. Thank you, Danger Zone. That was so sweet. My God. When you're... Oh. Ew. But yeah, you're right. But what a descriptor. So Blue Kitten, tell me about the ego trip, the person with the ego trip. The narcissist, if you will. So I have all these right. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Unconditional love. That is a big theme. Unconditional love looks very, very different than, your average little lovey-dovey kind of relationships. Where's Elisa? Are you still here, Elisa? And Vicky. Vicky and Elisa. Here's Queen Bean. See what we've got, themes, what we're looking at. Okay. Ooh. The 6 and 7 of Wands. Some of you are recognizing that you need to keep your boundaries, hold true to your values, hold true to who you are, what you stand for. And be proud of the things you achieve, right? Realizing and recognizing the things that you have, that you hold value, that you hold value for. He says, my sons imitate this by complimenting mom when they're in trouble or wanting something now. That's funny. Okay. Ooh, one almost came out. Let's see, what are we looking at right now? What are the themes surrounding these issues of the Tower, of our money, as we go into the weekend? We got the Queen of Swords. She's protecting something, protecting her 10 of Pentacles. I protect what matters to me, and I celebrate everything I achieve. She's got her sword, right? She's got her sword and she's ready. This, my dears, is that purpose in life, having that contentment. That's that harmony. That's that peace at night that you have when you lay your head down on a pillow. When your relationships are going good, when work is going good. Because the Queen of Swords has been through hell. Okay, the Queen of Swords is a person that's been through a lot. A lot. She's been through a lot. And she's had to make heavy decisions, harsh decisions concerning her happiness. Okay? The things that matter the most in life. And when I see here the Seven of Wands with the Six of Wands, she's recognizing just how precious that shit is. How important she is. Okay? And she's going to go all the way to protect it. Her boundaries are firm. She's probably more strong and more firm with herself and her boundaries than she's ever been her entire life. And she's built a lot thus far. And no one's going to come toppling it over. No. No, 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 no. That'll be the day. You see this woman? Do you see how she would come in? This is man or woman, by the way. It's the energy we're talking about. She's in full warrior mode. You come near me, I'm gonna cut you. Yeah, Queen of Swords, Libra energy, right? Yeah, Queen of Swords is one who's gone through a lot. So she knows what she needs to protect. And her mission is balance, contentment, and peace. All right, instead of, being wishy-washy and not standing up. Okay? She's standing up. She knows exactly what she needs to stand up for. Six of Wands is about recognition, being recognized, being celebrated, or you recognizing something or someone. And we got the Seven of Wands. That's pure standing up for yourself, fighting for yourself, standing up for what you believe in. That's protecting what you believe in. And she's coming in. It's her Ten of Pentacles. She says, I celebrate everything I achieve. That's right, but she also is protecting it because danger looms for some of you. And you got to be very careful. Keep your boundaries firm and don't let certain elements or people wreck what you've worked so hard to achieve this far. Thank you. People say that a lot. Maybe I should make some meditation videos or something. I have Mercury in Taurus. So Taurus is supposed to have nice voice, I guess. Mercury in Taurus, they say, are singers, speakers. They have nice voices. So Taurus is in my communication sector. So it's all about the sensuality of the voice. It's in Mercury, it's in Scorpio? Yeah. I've met a few of those. I'm a Scorpio moon. Strong Scorpio and Libra rise. It's like right on a cusp, but it's Scorpio rising. But Libra's on it really strong. Mm. Ooh. What are these? Got too many. Too many. there goes that one. Okay. 4 of Cups. All right. 7 of Pentacles. Yes. We've got a King and Queen of Cups. Okay. That's funny. Listen to my heart and I follow my knowing. Now, it may have been in the past that there was someone or yourself who had a hard time deciding on certain things in your life and making taking a risk and making an all-out choice, right? There was a lot of stagnancy. There was a whole lot of stagnancy and not knowing that discontent was growing. There was a lot of disharmony because, you wanted to trust your ideas and your direction in life. Okay, well, what do I do? Right? You've worked hard. You'd built some things that have come up this far, but you were stuck. You're stuck. We have the King of Wands here. This could probably stand for a masculine in your life, okay? And if not, what this is saying, it's saying that tell yourself, hey, I am successful in all that I do. Look at this. Look at the yellow. There's a lot of Leo energy in here. Sunflower, sacral. The wands are all about the passion, about desire, about purpose, about manifestation, right? Knowing that you have what it takes, that you got what it takes. You have the confidence. And this is also signifying somebody who's got an Aries-like character, a fiery person, somebody who's always on the go, all right? Who makes split decisions on the fly, sometimes careless ones. Even if you stick them to the ceiling. People see you energetic as first. It's funny you have a Leo rising. Then when calm or quiet, they think something is wrong. Oh, really? Yeah. Same here. I'm a Gemini, but I have a Scorpio moon, Scorpio rise. So, yeah. Yeah, I get very deep. I'm really introverted. So, yeah, if you guys aren't dealing with this King of Wands and Aries, okay, then this is simply talking about you having the passion and the motivation to build, because it seemed like you didn't know what direction you wanted. You were having a hard time and there was a lot of inner disharmony. You weren't content. It was quite an inner battle, and a lot of anxiety came along with this. You didn't know what you wanted, or they didn't. Could be vice versa. If you're in a relationship with somebody, it was both of you. But these 3 cards are telling me that there was a lot of discontent for what had been built up so far. There was a lot of emotional discontent. And I'm not surprised with the Aries, all right, or this fire sign. In the Rider-Waite deck, you see the king like nearly leaping off of his chair. Like he's ready to go. Aries leads with their head, and they go quick. They're always discontent. They got to move. And they're very impatient. So with this is, if you're with somebody like this, or this is you, A lot of emotional discontent because you hadn't found what you felt in your life up to this point was completely fulfilling, that it was all for you, that you had a purpose, and you couldn't see a vision either. So you ended up in a dark night of the soul. And sometimes you end up with a lot more questions than you did answers. Benjamin, my voice changes depending on the weather. Okay, I read that part. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My God, have I been here an hour already? There we go. See, but now we're going into a new, brand new cycle. And someone has decided, you know what? I'm taking that leap. I am going to take that risk. I'm taking that leap of faith. I'm doing it. I'm making this decision once and for all. And I'm just moving forward. Just doing it. And I'm just going to jump. Just going to jump. King of Cups, there he is. Now, this is in regard to a King of Cups or about. Okay, this could be you or that person you're dealing with. Because if it was you, then you have really grown in your emotional intelligence. This has taken you through an incredible spiritual awakening that really changed you this last cycle. You have learned so much, but what's on top of it, I mean, you experienced so much. There was a lot of pain there for a while. Like, it was no clarity. When there was no clarity, that was the hardest part. Yeah, 144 over here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be bittersweet. You realize, though, you're your own anchor. Your independence and your sovereignty is what's important. And so that's another reason why I bring up when I said this thing about the 22 million Americans filing for unemployment. And what are you going to do? Just sit around and wait for the government? No one's going to save you but you, right? With no codependent relationship, mom and dad, no friends, and no government, that's for sure. They really won't. So you look out for you and you become your own anchor at home within yourself, guided and protected on your journey. That's all you need. Spirit. With that, you have everything. Can you imagine a life? Just imagine a life without it. Imagine a life without it. You can't. You can't. You have to. It gives you the guidance, the inspiration, the motivation, all those tools, all those things you need. And you realized, like I said, you've been through the ringer. And so emotionally, you grew up. I mean, you were already there. You didn't think you can get even more so. But Spirit was like, really? We can show you that. And so they took you through the ringer. And now that you have a sense of self, a sense of self-awareness, and a sense of who you are, your independence, your sovereignty, your unique beauty, you're going into this next chapter in life, baby. It's a fresh new start. Fresh new start. Mm-hmm. Scorpio energy there too. Could be Pisces, could be Cancer. Got a bit of Gemini there too. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do this. Come on, Spirit. Let's go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel. He's assisting this reading. I call upon you. Use me as a vessel. Provide the clearest answers and the highest form of divine guidance. Let's lead our lives in the right direction and bring in the prosperity and the love that each of us are looking for. Help make this be a successful night for us, for myself. Spiritually, emotionally, in every way. As the tower comes in. Hi, T. Marie. How you doing, babe? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Choices, decisions. Now that you're moving forward, you start knowing who you are after a long time. Moon and Libra card, the Two of Swords. Got some decisions to make. Antares, is it? Wow. Mm-hmm. What kind of decision? Whoa. Okay. Okay. Knowing that you're supported, not being in a lack mentality. Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Making sure you feel young and light at heart. Okay. Page of Cups. Also, this is about messages of love coming from a Pisces, young at heart person. Love offers here. There weren't much of these messages before, right? With the Five of Pentacles, there's like nothing. And then suddenly, kaboom. You're going to start to get a fleet of it. Communication. That's regarding love, right? And decisions in regards to this. And this risk that you're going to take as the Fool jumping into this relationship. Or is it a relationship? That's for you to decide. However, those of you where it's not about a relationship at all, but honestly, the relationship with yourself and this purpose-driven life that you're after, baby, you're going to go from a life where it felt like a lot of lack, into one where, one, you're going to remember just how young and sexy you are, right? And all of the manifesting and utilizing multiples of opportunities, getting a lot of offers and communications there as well. Okay? So in terms of love and money, on either scope, whatever one you're dealing with, this is very good. Very good. We have communication here. And I know a lot of people in love, in terms of love, weren't getting that communication. Well, they are now. They are now. In terms of money, yes, you might have felt uncertain, might have had some feelings of like severe lack because there just wasn't anything there. Look around. But by being young and light at heart, reminding yourself that, you don't have to take this thing so seriously. You really can just open up and be free to choose things that you love from the heart, like a kid, your inner child. There's multiple opportunities for that. Your business doesn't have to be a serious thing. You can have fun every day in business. If that is the one for you guys who are not in relationships. Okay, money is the thing. Money and your place. Finding your core, finding your purpose, and manifesting it. But doing it through varying ways, multiple ways, creative ways. Not just one way. Okay, you do it with just one, you're relying on one thing, and that's not going to be good. Do multiple things. You have to get really clever and creative here. There's some side hustles going on. Utilizing them talents. Make your money. Ooh, we have this. That's it. Yeah. I am optimistic and I appreciate everything I got. Yes, you are. And this is where you're headed. Leo energy strong. This is what ultimately the spirit is trying to get you to see and teach you. Where it's truly embedded inside of you, right? You manifest multiple opportunities for yourself. And you're going to be optimistic. Knowing that it's really okay. Life has given you plenty. And the more you appreciate what you have in life, the more you get. When you see the beauty of your life and beauties in your life, the more you get. Christopher Dalby. If it's not the harvest you reap, but the seeds you plant, a wise lady taught me that. Did she? Look. Yes, because we don't want this Pisces with thinking anything about lack. We want ching ching, the sun. And you say to yourself, I manifest multiple opportunities, the 8 of Wands. I don't make my money from one place. I'm making it from 3 and 4 places. Why? Because I'm good. I'm just badass like that. That's why. Because I'm just a shit like that. Because I've got multiple skills like that. I'm cool like that. I'm stacked like that. I'm skilled like that. We want the sun. Yes, we want the sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Yep. I'm telling you, 22 million Americans just filed unemployment. They just, yeah, fly like that. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am fly like that. And you guys are skilled like that. And we're going to get blessed like that. Yes, we are. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Spitting them out. Dang. All right, what do we got here? We've got a Page of Swords and Ace of Pentacles, baby. What do you see? There's a pentacle and a big one at that. See, it's saying, don't you worry. Don't you can't have lack. The 5 of Pentacles is all about, oh my God, I have nothing to work with. What am I going to do? It's never going to work. What? Everything's falling apart around me. I don't have the things I need. Why does everything have to happen to me like this? Why do things always go her way, but they never go my way? Why do I have to? That's what this is. But when we clean this up and we realize, damn, I really do have a lot of multiple opportunities. Geez, I'm as young as I want to be. I'm as young as I want to feel, right? And as imaginative as I want to be. Then I am optimistic and I appreciate all I have because I got a lot and I can work it and I can create something, this big ass pinnacle. Right. The 5 Pentacles, stop whining. I take care of the detail and I stay in control. Yes. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, Capricorn energy. Isn't it? No, that's Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords, Gemini energy. Gemini. New beginnings and money. Being focused and taking care of the details. That's the important thing. That is key. Those details are key. That means filling out those forms. That means making those phone calls. That means, updating your resumes, writing ads. Somebody in here. That means getting stuff going. Don't forget to please look over everything you sign. If you're sending in the IRS for your guys' checks, do not miss anything. Go over it a second time. That's the last thing you need is to screw up your money. It will take years to get it fixed. It's the government. They're already late. They're sending people's money late, and the unemployment is slowed down because 22 million people all at once. It's never happened before. What'd you say? Even if you're like me and you don't make good decisions and you sometimes lack any common sense or can produce a rational thought. Yeah. Right. This big pinnacle is coming in. Right? I'm always rewarded for what I do. Why? Because I'm good. That's why. I'm good. Yeah, you need to get your arson. Yes. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Wow. That's what I was thinking of. Page. That's the Capricorn. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. Personal growth equals dinero. Does it not? Yes, it does. Capricorn energy. Look at him holding up that pentacle. When you invest in yourself and you grow emotionally and you know when is the right time to act, damn, this is what happens. You can't help it. That's just the way it's. 1 + 1 = 2. Have strength when it comes to emotional things in dealing with whatever things come your way. Okay, 5 of Cups. Remember the 5 of Cups. You still got 2 cups standing. The 3 cups are spilled. You still got 2. You're going to make those 2 work, and you're going to turn them into 10. You're going to turn them into the 10 of Cups, and it's going to be happiness. You got strength, baby. Leo again. More Leo energy. Lots of Leo. Somebody's here. I like you too, Christopher. And by the way, remember what I said? Crystal clear. See that crystal? Things are going to get crystal clear, right? 2020, we're the year of clear vision. Taming the lion. Illumination. Strength. Strength, remember, strength is a major arcana card. Strength is about your endurance. It's about your perseverance. It's about taming that thing inside you that wants you to do what you know you shouldn't be doing. What you know will screw up your life, that will hurt you and throw you back. Gather up all your strength. Let this little brunette with the white, that little pure one, tame your ass. Ooh, that is just too many. Holy crap. Oh, wait, I'll go for this because this one was here. Top. King of Pentacles. I am sure of my place in the world. That's finding your purpose. Knowing who you are. Knowing what you got. When you know who you are and you know what you got, you know what it's worth. What is it worth? What are you worth? Right? When you know who you are, you know how much you're worth. You know your value. And you don't take beneath it. You don't sink. No. And if somebody else doesn't like it, well, I'm sorry you don't like that, sir, but this is it. I know who I am. I know what I can produce. And I produce coins. I produce coins. All right? You think you're going to give away a gold coin for little to nothing? No. No. The King of Pentacles can take and multiply things with the little that he's got. He's always abundant because he always reproduces. He's a creator. And he's got his crown. And he holds that pentacle close to his heart, doesn't he? He's proud of it. He's proud of that pentacle. It's not easy. And it's worthy of displaying it to the world. Look what I can do. Look what I've done. Hi, Paya. Welcome to Sacred Ravens Tarot Vision, honey. So, wow, a lot of these just spit the heck out. But that was the last one pretty much. I don't think I'm going to go for these. Oh, wait, here we go. No, I'm going to have to. Dang it. You got to trust you're always going to be safe and protected. It looks like we got the Lover's card here. All right. Gemini energy. I trust my knowing and I make a commitment. All right. Do you know what road you want to take? We were talking about purpose in life. We were talking about who you are, the skills that you've got, the things that are valued. Do you know what they're worth? Well, Four of Pentacles. Don't sit there and hold on to your talents. Don't sit there and hold on to what you got, shit that people need. Don't do that. Don't hide that love. You got to show that love. You got to show that stuff you got. What are you holding on to? I trust that I'm always safe and protected. Yes, you are. So you don't need to withhold all your love. You don't need to withhold all you've got. Why? Because when you trust in your knowing, you can make a commitment. That's in partnerships, business, and in love. Yeah? Bam. Gemini energy. We got two people coming together in love. There's no more holding on, hiding feelings, big feelings. See? One last here, and then we're going to go on to the Crow deck or the Oracle. Yes, I see the truth in this ending. So we are leaving these Ten of Swords, all the overthinking, all of the bad, the issues, the problems, what felt like a dark night of the soul, and a massive upheaval over. Your life isn't cheap. There's an ending of that. The Ten of Swords is over. It's done. All that crap is gone. It's not coming back. It's not. This is a new day. So you can't compare what happened before with what's going to be happening now. It's going to be like night and day. Like night and day. So you're going to have to be like night and day. Okay? Okay? Yeah. We've got more Taurus energy at the bottom of the deck. Hierophant. Right? I am ready to live and learn. The Hierophant also suggests the father, the husband, beliefs and structures. Your beliefs are changing. Your beliefs about you. Your beliefs about love. Your belief, there's a key here too. Your beliefs of just about everything has been changed. You've gone through a massive awakening cycle. And you've grown from it. And you've come out of it. Here we are during this pandemic, right? Where we all are re-asking ourselves, okay, well, what's important? What brings my life meaning? And who do I really love? What do I really love? How can I apply that in my own life? and live every day at peace in my heart, not having to live up to anybody's standards but my own, value myself, honor who I am, right? Don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses. Who cares what they're doing? We're not worried about, flossing for others to impress other people while we hurt ourselves and our bank accounts. We're going to find and anchor ourselves so we're not restless, overspending, overeating, overdoing anything, because we're going to have peace in our hearts. We're going to like where we're at, feel stable, secure, loved. That's all that matters. If you got that, you're perfect. But what else do you need? Besides maybe a sense of direction, right? If you want a purpose in life, a deeper purpose, and you got to go on that journey. You got to be willing to take that journey. Bottom of the deck here, we have the universe brings all I need to feel blissful. Yeah. And I focus on what I want and I make it happen. So bam. Yeah. And you do it and you make your decisions without pressure or pressuring yourself. This is about the future, and the future about the stability of your home and family. 4s are about stability, security, higher learning. Okay, so this is about the future. And you know what? I see marriage in it with the Hierophant, and we've got this, the future, and the 4 of Wands, which indicates a lot of times marriage as well. I'm seeing marriage, the coming together of something, or of two people. Okay? And you make decisions without pressuring yourself, without pressure, without anxiety. All right? Being open to opportunities and good news and jumping on them. Being able to recognize when something's an opportunity. Knowing how to create opportunities for yourself. Now, that's a real manifester. Somebody who creates opportunities for themselves, they don't just sit and wait for somebody to go, here you go, or wait for somebody to tell them what to do. You got to do this, this, this. No, they do it. They have a plan. They create a plan. And even if they don't know some parts, they make it up as they go along. They do it. They still land on their feet okay. Why? Because they get guided. As you're moving, you take momentum. Spirit is with you. You got the passion. You got the drive. Boom. Manifesto. You're manifesting stuff. People who create opportunities are always the ones that are successful. Always. They're the most creative of all people. Okay, so we're going to leave that deck right there, and we're going to go grab the Oracle. Christopher, cute, with a big smile. Paya, what are the big changes in my career after quarantine? Oh, Paya, I can ask you for sure. I can let you know for sure if you'd like a reading, baby. Let me know. Okay? We can do a Celtic Cross. They're really good. Wow. Move these. I'm going to pull one from the Wealth Code and see what would probably be best for us as far as who we want to dress up as to get the most success out of the energies of the next week, right? What side of you should you pull out of your magic hat? Two. Okay. The great nurturer and the advocate. Okay. We've got healers up in the room. Why am I not surprised? That's the kind of people I attract. We got nurturers ruled by the moon, and we have the advocate ruled by Saturn. The advocate is a Capricorn person. Think Capricorn, okay? The great nurturer, the moon. Think Cancerian. Even a Pisces, okay? Cancer mostly. I give and I receive nourishment. All right. What jobs out there do such a thing? What careers? What roles? Nurses, right? Counselors, teachers. Especially when we see somebody there with a child. So, kindergarten teacher, maybe. Somebody who works with children, a pediatrician. It says here, motherly, nurturing, devoted, loving, wise, empathic, compassionate, abundant, generous, receptive, emotional, inclusive, supportive, and stable. For you women out there, I really believe, I have sensed that this is male. This is for the masculines, or at least your masculine side, the advocate. But this here, focus on this side of you. I think you're going to get your best bet for the next few weeks if you can bring more of yourself like this out, especially that we're going to be coming up to a Taurus moon, right? Taurus new moon. And Taurus is very nurturing as well, very nourishing, very motherly, even very, with that Venus, it's very feminine. You received or lived, really? Yeah, it could be your own, exactly. It could easily be talking about your own inner child, right? Mothering yourself, nurturing yourself. That's the main thing why spirituality is so important in your life, because spirituality is about parenting and loving yourself. God is the parent, right? The spirit helps to teach us, helps to drive us, motivate us, soothe us even. But it is us people who might feel like children without parents, right? But we feel abandoned. We don't feel abandoned anymore when we pay attention to the inner child, when we take care of ourselves, when we lead spiritual lives full of creativity, where we're actively engaging in our life creatively, taking part in our life. We take one step, the spirit will take 10. God will meet us more than halfway if we just have enough faith to take the steps. But this is your best bet, to put on that mothering, nourishing side. This is going to get you far this week, or the next 2 weeks, I would say. You're probably very much like this anyhow. But this is the key to your success in a financial sense and in a relationship too. Mostly with yourself, I think. But here comes the Advocate. The Advocate, ruled by Saturn, Capricorn. All right. I align with the greater good for all. So doing things, right, based on the greatest good. What's going to create the most impact. Right? Humanitarian, somebody resourceful. Be integrous. Integrity. Idealistic. Resilient. Remember the strength card? Endurance, resiliency. Outspoken. So not being afraid to stand up and say something. When you see something wrong, you say it. All right? Some of you could be easily the kind of people that could stand up and speak on behalf of others. Have a voice for others. Opinionated, rebellious, like it. A champion supporter. So this is a fighter too. This is funky fighter, champion for the underdog. Compassionate, democratic, passionate, driven, and devoted. The two of these together would make like a fantastic advocate. Or I'm not activist. We got advocate here. An activist, humanitarian. Somebody who speaks on social issues and fights for what's right, for instance. There's something here. There's something here why both of these came out together. Okay? Think about this. Somebody needed this message. There's a purpose here that you need to be taking part in. And to kick it off, you really need to start out with these qualities. This is the mix. What'd you say? I see what you said. Oh my. And okay, Elisa said the inner child is the poor. Yes, people we lost too. Yeah, it's already 2:25. Yeah, Elisa is powerful and she's very deep, so intelligent. Elisa is a natural poet, for sure. Did what was that girl's name? Paya. Paya. Definitely. This is a person, this could even be somebody who talks about various social issues, like a YouTuber. Think about it, you guys. Okay, because we're seeing a lot here. It's pointing in a direction for you to look at opportunities for making money and looking at multiple opportunities. And in this day and age where we're at right now, things aren't looking good. And you might have to consider these kind of avenues, at least for right now. And in the meantime, utilize it. It's fun. It'll be creative for you. It'll occupy your time. It'll give you something to get mindful, right? Get centered in. You can really explore and get to know a lot about yourself by doing such things. Trust when spirit is telling you to go do something, when you get the tug to go in a particular direction, and don't fear it. You fear it, you're hindering your own progress, and you're jamming things up. I think we've learned that from this last cycle, to always be truthful, to not withhold information, and to not just stand there and not move, but to move forward so that we don't get stuck, so that things don't fall apart. You feel guided to do something that's so scary? Really? Me too. A couple of things that's scary. It gives me real anxiety, but I'm guided big time to do it. Yeah. Bottom of this deck, we had the artiste. What does the artist do? I create ma vision. I create ma vision. An artist develops himself in many different ways. It's not just the painter, right? Like I just said, right? That sounded like a person who's standing up for something, somebody's rights, maybe a political commentator talking on behalf of the Devadasi girls in India, right? Who are the sacred prostitutes in the red light districts. There's a cause, right? And as somebody online, as an entrepreneur, you're an artist. You have to have a vision, right? I really think a lot of us need to go in these directions. Start making your money, to start developing your personalities, developing yourself. And let me tell you, this stuff is no joke. It will test you spiritually in big ways. Big ways. So this is a creative person, a visionary, imaginative, idealistic, connective, harmonious, passionate, receptive, reverent, and spiritual. I love when people have reverence and awe, right? Wow. Saturn right below it again as the administrator. Staying grounded. Very, very important to stay grounded. Some of you are very great at bringing people together. You're connectors. Think about that. Some of you would make amazing muses and entertainers. Others of you, mystics, sages, shamans, way showers, way seers. Jamie, I had a vision of you the same twice. What? You did? What kind? Was it good? Or was it bad? Holy smokes. What was it? Oh, it's good. Yeah, that'd be awful to be. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me ask my friend Hailey something. Hold on 1 minute. Give me 1 second. I'm going to run to the restroom. All right, my loves. Now, Vicky said So you're butterflies. And I feel like I built my own cage these months to hibernate. Yeah. And now I see I hurt people and myself because I didn't keep the thread. Right. Sometimes, yeah, when you go into the hibernation mode, other people won't understand what's happening to you. They'll take it personal if you don't at least open up a little bit and let them know precisely what's going on, where you're coming from. They won't understand it. But if you let them know just lovingly that it's not them, it's just, I love you too. I love you too, Christopher. Yes. You didn't have a house in the past months? You think I'll be forced to go back soon? You will need your help. You think? The two are better together than separate? The This whole pandemic really hurt people bad. All the industries. This house, it was perfect, and the owner retrieved the offer. What? So there's rumors about you and you didn't get the place? Somebody scandalized you? Why? Who did it? This is what really gets under my skin about people. They do this. If they're just jealous of you, that's what they'll do. Think about in the Salem witch trials, for instance. Remember the Salem witch trials in the United States? If you were a young woman and say you read a lot and you planted your garden and you weren't married or you like to stay to yourself a lot, maybe you just were a thinker, you weren't much of a socialite, they would accuse you of being of the devil or being a witch. And it happened all the time to women they were jealous of. Yeah, the evil eye. Yeah, I when it was happening, the last thing you want to do, especially when you're dealing with narcissistic people or gossipers, is don't even try to feed into it. And why would you try to, you know, defend yourself on things that don't even apply to you, you know, and get sucked in? That is terrible. And that's one thing in my life I had learned the hard way. Really dark people. And you see, I was gullible because I was trusting. But when I was young, I had some very bad people around me. And I knew that they felt off, but I didn't know what they were capable of, why they would do what they would do. But they did some really bad stuff. And even up to this day, um, it's always my name that leaves their lips. And why? When I'm the most private individual and I'm the one that everybody would come to our house for help, not the opposite. So it's like, I understand. Just keep your distance and stay only with people who are valuable and worth your while. Otherwise, it might be best for you to leave that town, that village altogether. Get out. Man, you should leave the village for somewhere where you can have better opportunities. And it might be a scary risk, but overall, um, the best for you. said it took days to purge this lack. I booked a room during the full moon. Wow, that's crazy. That's so unprofessional. That sounds like family stuff rather than, uh, professional. Like when you rent a place, like down here, um, they deal with real estate agents and or a real estate company. So any person can't just come up and talk to them and say anything about us unless they call a previous, let's say, landlord who didn't like us for some reason. Hey, Sanchita, you wanna buy yourself a reading? Oh my gosh, Elisa. So that's a landlord. He promised the place for someone else. Now you can't afford it. And you're on an island in Greece? Greece? Man. Do they have kind of like in Seattle, where a group of people rent a house together or little rooms for rent in a house? Right. Well, yeah, let me tell you something, honey. It's one reason why I'm here at my friends and downtown Seattle because there was it just wasn't good what happened with the property I left. And it was very, very painful. But it is what it is. And now I have to start over, right? And I know it's for a higher purpose. Right. Same with me. Me too. You know, and it's happening to so many of us, you know. My main thing was stability. I didn't, maybe because of the pandemic and everything, maybe something can be worked out. I'd hate to have to, I don't know, but that property I am nervous about. what will happen to the flooring because of the way it's built and the plumbing there. But Seattle is very, very expensive, very, very difficult. They don't want your pets. You have to make 3 times the rent. So if the rent is, $14.25 for a 1-bedroom, they want you to pay 3 times that altogether to move in. Plus, they're very, very picky because they have the upper hand now. There'll be 10 or 20, 10, 20 people up for the same house or the same apartment. So they can choose who they like. It doesn't matter if you pass the check, if you have the money, they're going to go with who they like. And it's a competition because the average house over here is $850,000. And for rent, it's very expensive. Very expensive. Yeah, they're all scared by the news. Everybody's acting weird. And that's what the people want. That's what the news wants. Everybody against everyone. Mother against brother. Brother against father. Brother against sister. Husband against wife. And it said it would be like this. Scripture shows it would be like that bad. The love will cool off. Families will not stick together. You've got to hold the love in your heart, and you got to remember what's important and not let this stuff get to you. In fact, this is why it's important, when you can learn to live in simplicity and be happy with the basics, as long as you've got good work that you love, preferably work you can take on the road with you anywhere. So you don't have to clock in anywhere. You're not beholden to any spot, right? You have something that's meaningful to you, that brings in money, and that you have some love in your life, good family, good friends. That is a blessing. Because, yes, that's home, family, security has always been my number one thing. And it's because I never had it. It was always unstable, always in upheaval, always, just constantly. And it's again, only, I'm here with my friend. He's quiet. He's laid back. He does his own thing. Hey, Moonlight. Oh, Elisa, something's going on. It says Moonlight Magic's message was hidden by Elisa Manzini. Hi, Jason. Elisa, something went wrong. I'm glad you made it. It's been a while. We got Jason in the house too. Getting like weird little glitches on my screen, and it looks like a pop-up of something amongst the glitch. That's kind of strange. Whoop whoop. Okay, there we go. Okay. Right now, the important thing is to breathe. All is okay. I know it looks crazy. It feels insane. Money is tight, beyond tight. We're so much of us struggling. It looks like right now, how the hell is anything going to be repaired with the way shit is right now? And Spirit is saying, you just got to breathe. Breathe. Don't let stuff get caught up. Don't let yourself get caught up in the stuff of the world, because that's what it wants. That's what it wants. You got to stay clear and focused. Don't get wrapped up emotionally. Don't let other people get you up in a tizzy. You know, especially right now. And then they gave us orphaned right alongside it. And it's in protection mode. So I'm interested. Breathe. You're not orphaned. So let's take a look. Usually, orphaned, it feels like it's kind of talking about feeling orphaned by the universe, feeling orphaned by family and friends, or feeling like left behind in some way. But it's in protection mode. So the message is going to be a little different. But it's saying, breathe. Yes. Yeah. See, I'm doing it. Even though they shut everything down and they made us all stop working, I thank God in my heart that I have what I do. Even though it's very hard work, you guys, I do a lot in this business. I wear many hats. And then it's a new learning curve. And I'm always doing the spiritual work. I have to. Okay. So when I get tips, when I get readings, all of those things are right now going into my living expenses, my groceries, all of it. Then I count on it. It goes back into the business because I have my websites and things like that. Without the shop, which actually brings in paychecks, and who knows when we're going to return? Who knows? Yes, we do. And remember, how many times has the strength card come out? Over and over again. It's a test of strength, endurance, perseverance, all through adversity. And there's one thing I'm a master at is navigating my way through pain, loss, and adversity. It's the story of my life. Pain, loss, and adversity. One thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. So I've learned. I've really learned. And I've learned how to go and live with very little and give up a lot. Things that I thought I needed that I don't. That just really ties you down. All I need is this work that I can take on the road because it's part of my heart. It's me. It's my purpose. Okay. All I need is my work, my love, and, a little bit of something in my tummy. And that's it. Really, I don't need anything else. And I'm happy for that. A lot of things keeps you tied down. We get burdened by objects, stuck. There's no freedom in that. So let's find out what this orphaned in the protection position means. We've got breathe and orphaned. Because it's basically telling me that calm down, all is good. Spirit has your back. And it does. Yes, it does. You know it, baby. Tiki. There's a pretty girl. Okay. Orphaned is number 5. Wow. Okay. So only the 5th card. Okay. When orphaned is in the protection, it is saying the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as a whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You cannot connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you have formed and make a decision to heal the past. Elisa, I know this message is for you. This message is for Christopher. This really, that was very specific. This is also a card 11. So breathe, stay calm. Insights, inspirations, and other ideas are going to come to you, and they will be provided to you by Spirit, okay? Get some. Eight, yeah, and it's 3:05 a.m. where I'm at, which is also 8. Funk it. Okay. Oops. It's dropping cards out like crazy. Okay. Oh, there's one. Is that one? Not yet. Let's see. Ooh. Go the distance. And we've got the observer. 47-49. Okay. Oh, when we see go the distance, what do you think it's asking you? And here we always see this cheetah going full force on its path. And we have the observer, the thinker, the watcher, right? Got a little fox here. Sitting on an egg, mind you, waiting for something to be birthed, to be born. You've got the moon signifying time, right? The active observation. What is something that you should be looking at as you go the distance toward that end goal? What should you be observing? Now 47, we got another 11 card, right? So we got card 11, very spiritual, very inspirational, one about inspirations, receiving intuitions, a lot of insights, answers, ideas. There's something you should be going the distance on that you need to observe closely. Okay. So let's take a look. Going the distance. What does that mean? Going the distance. What does it mean in terms of prosperity? What does that mean in terms of your relationship? Go the distance, but watch it closely. Observe. Keep your boundaries. Watch closely. Right? Let's see here. Go the distance for 47. This is for all of us, remember. For all of us. 47. Going the distance. Endurance, strength in the long haul. Very funny, right? What was I talking about before I even grabbed this card? Adversity. Through loss, right? No escape, facing things, having strength of character to have the perseverance and the endurance to get through adversities. These are tests of character and strength, determination, devotion to an idea, a person, a purpose, maybe a passion of yours, or to you. The Oracle's message is to bring your dream to life. You must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Remember what I said? The things that we see right now have no bearing on the road that we're walking on. That's why Spirit said, just breathe. It's going to be okay. What you see around you has no bearing on the vision that you've got set in your mind and where you're headed. Yes, out of your comfort zone. You know how often I have pushed myself out of comfort zones, I mean, constantly. I'm constantly uncomfortable. When much of the time, I just want comfort and peace, and I'm getting it. They're going to give it to me because my whole life has been that. And it's my reward. It's my reward to do work that I love and to take care of myself, take it easy, and just live. Just live. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities. So there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Things are going to happen. They always do. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. All the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Which thought makes me wonder in stagnancy. Now, as far as relationships go with this card, you either are in or are calling in harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and the downs, and even the strain, break yourself and are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played out, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to an overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? And your prosperity message with it. It says, your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long-term and engaged in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Right? Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you imagined. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. That's what we want. That's what we want. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work can now lead you to greater riches than you can even imagine, babe. Yes. Stoke the fire so that uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of your manifestation, even in the shitty ones. Because there will be shitstorm times. There'll be those moments. It won't always be perfect, right? It can't rain all the time. So, why do we have the observer card? What are we observing? Let's find out. For me, we're observing the moon. We're following phases of the moon, right? Look. We are manifesting by the phases of the moon. Why? There's wisdom in that. Great wisdom in that. One, it's part of a universal clock that, as women especially, both men too, but especially as women, being 90% water, it affects our bodies. Okay? Talk about ebb and flow. When you pay attention to the phases of the moon as you develop your manifestations, you have an edge. You have an edge. Everything in its due season, right? When the moon is full, you know, the little clams, they open up, the pearls, and at the new moon, they close up. It's very fascinating. As women, we are very, very fertile at the new moon, and full moons is when many women give birth. This is when we give birth to ideas. New moons are when we start ideas, start things. So, by the phases of the moon, very important. Observer. Let's see what the book says, though. 49. 49. Okay. Here we are. The observer. Perspective. Objectivity, right? Being objective. Neutral observation from a distance. The Oracle's message. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, right? So much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. And that's what bothers me about people today. They're always worrying about, I identify with this, I identify with that, as though that makes it them. They're identifying with labels, and once you call yourself something, you've collapsed everything onto that one. You've just enclosed yourself and limited to what you really could become or what you're really supposed to be, who you are actually. Much more than a label, something you identify with. Right? There are times when you need to distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, about people, culture, and the environment you're engaged in with right now. You'll be so happy you did. Illusions or illumination is the miracle you seek, and you will indeed find it. Okay? And you can tell he's sitting on an egg here. It's being birthed. The relationship message with this card is sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection. and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself and in others and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. Sooner than you know. Now, as the prosperity message, and that's what we're talking about a lot tonight, right? Prosperity, our blessings. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. Yikes. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. I think that's beautiful. We're going the distance. Great relationships, networks. These things are also added blessings. It's what we need in our lives. A lot of love, good friendships, like-minded people who get you, understand you. It's what helps you get through. Okay. Let's see, maybe they can give us an answer about money. Oh my Lord. Higher power. It's number 4 card. It's about your security. It's about what grounds you. It's about your home, right? It's about higher learning and education. And we have higher power in regard to your money. Yes. Number 4, with higher power. It says, the essential meanings: conscious contact with higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, and committing to a partnership with spirit. Okay. The Oracle's message. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? And how can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than the one you ever knew. You're always protected and divinely guided and directed. Okay? Relationship message. It's time to address how much effort you give your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number priority. Yeah. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Okay? The prosperity message for this card. Don't you just love it? Sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in, and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring you didn't even know you could access, right? When you enter agreements, you begin projects. You negotiate deals with Spirit as your partner. You will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction. Yes. Don't forget to give credit where credit is due. So yes, we do need to say, be honored that the gifts you've got does come from the Creator. It comes from Spirit. Don't forget to give credit, right? You wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance, and that's true. That is absolutely true. That's where we find our steps, like where do we go? Our next moves, that deep inner guidance, that humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. I love that. That's beautiful. And then there's this key on her forehead. Remember, when you feel like you're in conflict or things are really troubling, just surrender, because it's not going to help you to be stressed out and worried and scared all the time about how things are going to develop, how things are going to work. It's not going to serve you, sweetie. So surrender it and know that it's going to be all right. That's where faith comes in. You got to have faith in yourself, faith in life, faith in your loved ones, faith in the Creator. That's what I'm doing, honey. And I usually do give out free readings, but the way I've been doing them, it's been like, so far I've been on 3 hours. Generally, I don't get done till 6 hours. That's a lot of my time. A lot of my time. And I'm getting busier and busier, and I have so many hats that I wear for my business, and on top of the other things I've got in my life right now. It's hard to give away your work for free so often, so much, with how much you invest in, you know what I mean? And then to lose so much sleep. It's not good for your body when you depend on it to be as healthy and as pure as possible for good readings. And all the writing that I got to do, and the videos I have to make, the educational videos, and whew. Thank you, Elisa. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and let's get our healing message from the Crystal Wisdom deck. Ooh, that gorgeous look. Something tells me something powerful is coming in. Yeah, Josh left a while ago. He left around the time that Chris left. It's 3:33, by the way. And 2 and 9 is 11. 11, 333. Love it. Let's listen to this message. Wow. Ananda light. I love when that happens. It's so funny. Okay, so Ananda light. Mm-hmm. Okay, 25. Ananda light. So beautiful. Wow. Very, very healing. Cosmic consciousness. Ananda light. It says, Ananda light gently facilitates integration and releases emotional blockages standing in the way of spiritual awakening. It reminds us that consciousness is omniscient and omnipresent, right? Seeing all, knowing all. Immerse yourself in the mystical interconnectedness that is cosmic consciousness, right? Yeah, 7. Yes, Ananda light. Here's the self-understanding. You have the potential to live in a completely different dimension of consciousness. Recognize that you previously operated within a narrow band of awareness, attuned to flashes of divine light in your soul. Let feelings of separation fall away. Embrace unity. And we are all unified. You are here to experience cosmic consciousness. Transform your goals and seek new direction. I knew it. You guys, something, and I felt it for a while, and it has been coming up. I'm being asked to move in a whole new direction. It's crazy. And there it is. It says right here, recognize that you previously operated within a narrow band of awareness. Yep. Attune to flash of divine light. All right. You have exceptionally clear sight right now. Transform your goals and seek new direction. Stripped to the bone as the old falls away. Do not despair. New light is infused. When you transform your awareness, humanity experiences a quantum shift. If everybody did this, all right, if everybody was on this journey and they all shifted right now, imagine. And I knew something was calling out to me, something even more, something bigger, right? Something really big that speaks to a global level and not just one-on-one. Although I'm going to stick it out, I really keep feeling pushed to that. Okay. It says, yeah, you have exceptionally clear sight right now. And I absolutely do. I feel more at peace and centered than ever before. Ever. And it's great. I like that it said that stripped to the bone as the old falls away, do not despair. New light is infused. When you transform your awareness, humanity experiences a shift. Now here's the healing insight. Enlightenment can happen and can happen. You are part of everything and everything a part of you. The frequency is exceptionally high. The chakra is the soul star stellar gateway. It cleanses and activates all. And the timing is none other than the present moment. The present moment. Yeah. The soul path, becoming a vessel for cosmic consciousness. So now it's time for us to we may have thought we were going down a particular road because it looked like the road we wanted to go to. It looked similar, right? But no, that's not the purpose that you thought it was. It's bigger, more important, and it's more than just your personal relationships or just the one-on-ones, although that's in it. It's like there's something more global here, something bigger that needs to be expressed or called for. A new level of understanding. Is coming in. And that tower moment includes that. Between now and the 22nd, and a few days after it, I would say the 25th even, epiphany after epiphany after epiphany, and massive changes are coming in. Truth, open conversations, heart to hearts, realizations, out the yin yang. It is. Perception is crazy. I'm very excited about the future too. I personally feel great, even though I'm broke as a joke, and I can say that we're all falling apart. All of our businesses are gone down. Nobody's working. They stopped us working. They're not opening up the shops. Everything's closed. I had to move during all of this. I had to pay all my bills. I had to pay all my stuff. And now, the only thing I've got is at least I've got my business online, right? But even then, people, they're broke. They can't do much. So that makes it hard. But even with that, I'm not where I could be or where some people are, you know. I'm not. I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith. So, and I keep myself preoccupied with things that I love, you know. Yeah, I love this. I thought I would be withstand anything. Yes, and you can. You really can. You know, me too. Love music. I've been listening to a lot of it over the last couple days. Reminded me of being a teenager, and a lot of stuff came back to mind. Yeah, well, yes, they do. Yeah, it is. Dancing? Yes. That's celebration. That's mm-hmm. You get to express. What kind of reading are you looking for, Jason? I'm not doing any free cards tonight. Not like that anyway. I'm just wrapping up our reading that we did for today. The our collective for the group, which was I'm 3 hours and 9 minutes into it. But I didn't do the free cards tonight because that I would have had to start up much earlier for that to happen. Yeah, because I usually start around the first 10 people after a collective read, and then if other people come in to get their personal readings, that goes on, and it always lasts like 4 hours or 5 hours, 6 hours. It goes on a long time. Yeah, and I started at like 1:30 in the morning, so it was kind of late. Yeah. And I am so wiped when on those. Woo. But I think I'll sleep for a little bit. I'm going to get off now. I haven't eaten today. And so I'm going to eat something. And then I was so busy, I didn't really eat. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll be back earlier tomorrow so that we can do that. But I'm getting busier with things too. So it's harder and harder to stay on long periods of time like that and do so many free reads. And it really is draining. You got to connect into each person every time, you know. Yeah. Hi, Emily. Yeah. And I'm trying to do better. Like one of the things the cards were telling me, and another girl told me that I'm not respecting my body enough, going to bed when I know I need to, that I'm pushing myself, and I shouldn't do that. I know. So I'm getting better disciplined about drinking more water, less caffeine, and going to sleep when I know I need to sleep instead of, you know, staying up till 6 a.m. when I have a lot to do and, being smart, knowing that I use vessel. My body is the vessel I use, so I have to do it differently, and it's not easy. But it's what I count on for clear messages, at least. If we want clear and strong messages, and most people that come in the room, we all resonate together. So when I do a collective read for us in the group, man, it may as well be your personal reading for the whole thing. Yeah. Some days are good. Some days I get tips. Some days I don't. And I know that's just a part of the... Ooh, yeah. Aurora. Yes, my loves. I love you so much. I really do. I missed you, and I couldn't wait to get on and do a reading tonight and see how we all were. Things are looking good. Don't worry. I know it doesn't look that great at the moment, but it'll be okay. I love you. I'm going to say goodnight. My loves. All right. Sleep tight. Oh, well, some of you won't be sleeping just yet. But if you are, my prayers are going to be with you. Remember, let's do some more of those prayer requests. I think that's a nice idea. I like that. All right. I love you all. Night, night.